Over the last week, I was like, damn, two different John Goodman shows where he plays the father of a rambunctious family in either a red or a purple state in both The Connors and The Righteous Gemstones. They both ended in the last week. But then I thought about the larger pattern, which is that Danny McBride must be the single best chronicler of the Southeast working today. And I also mean his collaborator, Jody Hill. They've made some great movies together like The Foot Fist Way. And I even enjoyed Observe and Report, the so-called flop he made with Seth Rogen that's a lot better than people remember it being if you want to check that out. They do everything right, whereas a lot of other creators don't. I think you can always tell when a movie is made by somebody who's not really from the Southeast, and it just lacks that flavor and authenticity and the specificity that they bring to it. Stuff like Tom Hiddleston, of all people, playing Hank Williams Jr. in I Saw the Light, or a great recent example would be the 2024 movie Lola, which was made by a literal billionaire's daughter, and she's married to the Nepo baby son of David and Victoria Beckham. And they didn't even bother to go to the Southeast and actually film. They just filmed it in Los Angeles because it's like, who gives a shit? You know, and people accuse that of being poverty porn and getting almost nothing right in terms of what they were trying to portray. And that's just not something that Danny McBride and Jody Hill and their other collaborator from South Carolina, David Gordon Green, that's not something they would ever do because they just understand the culture so much better, and they would literally never portray stuff that way. People that are not from the Southeast, I think they're surprised at how funny people are from the Southeast, that dark humor and sort of gallows humor. People just walk around being like, life's a big ripoff, you know, and they're making it in kind of a funny way, almost charming in their despair. It's almost like Ireland. I really compare it to being in Ireland in a way, in that people are very religious but very funny about it, and it doesn't stop them from doing whatever the hell they want to do. If they want to go to the pub and get drunk, that's what they're going to do. Alabama is one of the most religious states in the country. We're one of the very few states that don't sell lottery tickets. I think us and Utah are the only ones in the contiguous 48 states that don't sell lottery tickets, and yet Alabama has the highest divorce rate almost of any state in the country, one of the highest single mother rates. It's one of the most violent states in America. So you have people be like, yeah, I'm a Christian, right after they've just killed somebody. And they're not even being hypocrites about it. In their minds, they truly are Christians, for they've just done something terrible. And they don't really even see the conflict with that. And I think Righteous Gemstones was perfect at portraying that, where characters are sincerely religious. They really do believe in that stuff, but it's not going to stop them from doing pretty much whatever they please. They're going to curse if they want to. They're going to drink and do drugs if they want to. They're going to kill people if they want to, like we saw in season 2. And the characters really don't even think it's that much of a conflict. By portraying that more R-rated version of Christianity, which most Christians actually live in, I think this is also an exciting way that actual movies and TV shows geared towards Christianity could portray, and that this is how we actually live. Usually it's very squeaky and anodyne and almost offensive, like God is real, atheist, and we all gonna go get ice cream and talk about how bad you are. And of course, real life is much more complicated than that. Even Christians know that. Most of them do everything other people do. The only difference between a religious person and a non-religious person is that religious people think there's a difference, but they're still gonna lose their temper and lose their shit and curse and do whatever the hell they please. The standout series best season 4 premiere, where Bradley Cooper played an amoral but also kind of funny murderer who literally finds God at the very end, I think that was extremely specific and well placed. And that's just the kind of thing that Jody Hill and Danny McBride and hopefully their future collaborator Walton Goggins will just keep adding to the mix, where no matter what they're going to do, I'm going to be excited to watch it, as I truly believe they're the best at capturing the Irish sensibilities and dark humor of the Southeast, better than anybody else working today.